Today at work, I used my third language. I was really, really happy, Portuguese. This hardly happens. It's only happened a handful of times, like 4 or 5 times. And every time the person is extremely shocked because they don't expect like a Mexican to know Portuguese. And so this guy showed up. I'd heard him like nearby say the word está. And so I figured he was a Spanish speaker that probably was going to need help or something. My coworker was interacting with him. It was like a white American guy. He's really cool. But when he walked closer in to where I was at, the guy didn't immediately start talking to me, and I thought that was strange. Because I'm like, you figure that if it's a Mexican or a Latino, they're gonna see me and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he speaks Spanish, and so we just speak in Spanish. But the guy didn't do that, and so eventually my coworker asked him like, hey, what language do you speak, man? And the guy said Portuguese, and so I piped up and I was like, "Eu falo português." And so we started talking, and the guy was surprised. He's like, "Where are you from, man?" And I ended up telling him, of course, I was from Mexico, and so I gave him the information he needed, and it was just badass. Like actually using it for real. Every time I use Portuguese for real is so cool. I just wish there was way more Portuguese speakers in the U.S. in general. Well, I mean, I guess in Alabama, I've only run across again a couple. I know that the enclaves, the strongholds for Portuguese speakers is like Miami. That's what I've always heard. And I think there is one town in California where you have a lot of people from Portugal that live there and they speak Portuguese. So there's that. But I maintain it sharp. I'm very fluent with it. I'm reading this C2 level book, academic. It's in Portuguese, but it's about China. It's an academic level book. And so there are some words I may not get because they're like higher level, like heavy academic, like C2 level. And so in that case, I do have a little journal where I'll write it down with the definition. And I'll do the same thing with Spanish. Even though my Spanish is extremely fluent, there can be like a very academic word I don't know, or maybe like some really out there, some slang maybe I won't know because I don't know the slang for like either. I know some slangs for both languages, but it's not like it comes to me naturally because it's not like I use them on a daily basis all the time. So, and of course, the language I'm actively learning every day, all the time, is Chinese Mandarin. That's the one that I'm speaking more so than Spanish and Portuguese at this point because I'm trying to like get really good with it. I'm a B2 level, like a low B2 level with Mandarin, but I'm trying to get it to advanced mid or a B2.2, and eventually I will test for that. But it just takes more labor versus if you're already fluent with the language like I am with Spanish and Portuguese, it's easier to maintain that shit. As long as you just use it a little bit every day, or if you use it a couple times a week, or you engage in it, you're able to use it like in passive ways, that's fine. Like me reading this book and writing down new words is perfectly fine. I'll also read it aloud to try to, again, not lose the rhythm of the language. With Spanish, of course, I just speak with my family members. I have no choice. That's the only language they know how to speak for real, so I have to use Spanish,